The feminine let go. Now the divine masculine can't sleep without her. That phrase has echoed in your spirit, hasn't it? You felt the shift. Something has changed not just in him, but in you. And this message was divinely timed to find you now. Your soul called for answers, and the universe responded. If this message touched your soul, write Twin Flames Infinite Love in the comments. This helps YouTube spread this light to other souls in need. And if you feel this speaks directly to you, subscribe and stay with us, because your journey is just beginning. You held on for so long. Through silence, through confusion, through invisible ties that tugged at your soul. But one day, quietly, you let go. Not out of anger, but out of surrender. Not because you stopped loving him, but because you finally started loving you. And in that moment, everything in the universe shifted. He felt it. The divine masculine felt your absence like a storm in his chest. The energy that used to cradle him, the silent presence that made his soul feel whole, was suddenly gone. And now he can't sleep without her. Without you. Because your energy was his blanket, his compass, his unseen anchor. You didn't even realize the weight of what you were carrying until you put it down. You simply breathed differently that day. Your aura changed. Your heart began to return home to itself. And in that moment, the magnetic pull reversed, and he became the one searching, longing, remembering. When the feminine truly lets go, it's not a goodbye. It's an energetic awakening. A sacred pause in the eternal dance of twin flames. Because what is meant to be cannot be undone, but it must be rebalanced. The soul doesn't chase. The soul aligns. He starts seeing signs. 1111, feathers, dreams where your eyes haunt him. He wonders why he can't forget you, why his spirit aches for something he never fully understood until now. And while the world around him may look the same, inside he's unraveling. Your energy echoes in the spaces he thought he'd filled with distractions. Your name vibrates in his silence. He remembers your laugh in places where it never existed. That's the power of a true twin flame bond. It leaves no part of the soul untouched. And now, the divine masculine feels what you once felt. Restlessness, sleepless nights, that aching space in the chest that no logic can heal. Because the feminine energy he once took for granted has returned to herself. And now he must do the same. You were the lighthouse. And now that you've gone dark, he's lost at sea. But this journey isn't punishment, it's purification. His sleeplessness isn't a curse, it's a call to awaken. To rise, to transform. And it all began when the feminine let go. This is your confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not alone. You are a soul in ascension, walking a sacred path few understand but many feel. The twin flames journey is filled with unseen battles and divine rewards. And your courage to let go was the beginning of a deeper reunion. He feels you more than ever now. Because your letting go wasn't rejection, it was release. A spiritual message that said, I love you, but I love myself too. And now, he must rise to meet the version of you who no longer begs, but blooms. You may have felt the need to check on him, to peek at his energy. But now you sense the power in your silence, the sacredness in your stillness. And ironically, it is this quiet strength that shouts the loudest to his soul. You are not missing. You are ascending. You are not cold. You are healing. And every time you choose yourself, you recalibrate the entire twin flame field. Your journey inspires his. Your freedom activates his awakening. And the divine masculine. He's being initiated. Through dreams. Through sleepless nights. Through the aching realization that your love was never ordinary. It was divine. And the absence of that love now speaks louder than your presence ever could. So don't doubt the timing. Don't question your strength. Letting go was never the end. It was the turning point. The echo of your departure is the drumbeat of his awakening. Let it play. Let it pulse. Let it shake him into truth. The divine cannot heal in comfort. Sometimes the pain is the proof. And his inability to sleep without you is more than emotional. It's spiritual. His soul is remembering what his mind once denied. That you were never just someone. You were the one. He will return. But not to the version of you who waited, weary and wounded. He will return to the version of you who rose, radiant and whole. Because that's what the twin flames path demands. Growth, not grasping. Freedom, not fear. So rest now, beloved soul. You've done the brave part. You've surrendered. And in that sacred act, you've called him home. To himself. To healing. To love. The kind that doesn't beg, but belongs. If you feel this message was spoken directly to your heart, don't forget to comment, Twin Flames Infinite Love. This not only confirms your soul has received it, but also allows other souls to find the light through this channel. Leave your like so YouTube understands this message matters. It takes just a second, but it helps this energy reach the hearts that are silently crying for guidance. Your small action could be someone else's miracle. And finally, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Because more messages like this are coming. Deep truths, divine reminders, and sacred confirmations. Just like the one you heard today. You'll want to return. And your soul knows it. These are not just words. These are codes. Activations. Rememberings. You didn't arrive here by accident. You were guided. And you are being guided still. Let your presence here be your prayer. Let your comment be your offering. Let your healing be your legacy. Your twin flame journey is sacred. It's real. And it's unfolding exactly as it should. Thank you for letting me be part of it today. You gave your heart to this message, and for that I offer you more. 'Cause when your soul leans in, the universe leans back. That's how energy works. You showed up with open hands. So now allow this light to continue flowing into your heart. This is for you. For the woman who had to become fire so she wouldn't drown. You deserve to feel seen in your silence and understood in your strength. There's something he's not telling anyone, not even himself, that the moment your energy left his field, a part of him went numb. He walks, he talks, he lives. But it's mechanical now. The divine masculine is learning that true connection cannot be replaced with distractions. He's finally starting to hear the silence you once carried. It was never just about physical distance. It was the emotional and spiritual vacuum left behind when you reclaimed your power. You didn't slam the door. You simply stopped waiting beside it. And now, every time he closes his eyes, he sees yours. Even in crowds, he feels alone. Even when surrounded by noise, your absence roars louder. He tries to remember what peace felt like before you, but it doesn't exist. Because what you brought to his life was divine presence, not just affection. He's becoming haunted in the most sacred way. Not by ghosts, but by memories that vibrate beyond time. He hears your name in music. He feels your soul when he lies awake. The stillness that used to calm him now crushes him. And he doesn't know how to make it stop. When the feminine lets go, the masculine begins to question everything. His beliefs, his behaviors, his patterns. You were his mirror. And now, without you, he only sees the fragments. His own soul has become unfamiliar, because yours brought clarity to his chaos. What hurts him most isn't your absence. It's the realization that your love was always unconditional. And yet he ran. Now the roles have reversed. Now he's the one watching, aching, hoping. But he must first journey through the fire you already survived. The universe isn't punishing him. It's refining him. Through this pain, he is being carved into a man worthy of what he once took for granted. A man who doesn't just desire union, but understands its sacredness. That's the power of letting go. You didn't walk away. You activated his soul. You are not a chapter he can close. You are the book he cannot stop rereading in his heart. Every sign he receives, every 1111, every dream, is a breadcrumb leading him back to himself. And only when he returns to truth will he truly understand you. Letting go wasn't just healing, it was initiation. You are now walking in a dimension where peace replaces panic, where clarity replaces confusion. And yet you still feel him. Because twin flames don't disconnect. They transform through distance. There is a sacred echo between your souls. Even now, he's energetically reaching for you. Not with words, but with longing, with regret, with a heart that now knows what it lost. And the irony, he had to lose you to feel you this deeply. But you, divine feminine, are not here to rescue him. You are here to rise, shine, lead. And your light will become the only map he has back to truth. That's why he can't sleep. Because your radiance is too loud for him to ignore. His dreams have changed. You're no longer passive in them, you're powerful. You appear not with questions but with answers. Not with sorrow but with sovereignty. And it stirs him, shakes him. It breaks the illusions he used to hide behind. He may try to numb it, to escape it. But what's meant for the soul cannot be muted. His connection to you lives in his bones now. His heartbeat carries your frequency. And though he may not yet understand it, his soul is waking up. You were always the catalyst. Your love was the spark, but your letting go was the ignition. It set into motion a sacred unraveling. One that leads not to despair, but to divine revelation. He's not losing you. He's finding himself through you. And you are now vibrating at a frequency that no longer clings. You attract. You magnetize. You embody. You've become the living proof that healing is holy and that release is sometimes the most powerful form of love. Even if he returned now, it wouldn't be to the same version of you. And that's the point. You've evolved. You've expanded. You've anchored in your worth. You are not waiting, you are blooming. And the universe honors that. So if you felt him in the air, you're not imagining it. If his name keeps surfacing, it's not coincidence. These are the signs, the stirrings, the sacred signals that your journey is not over. It's deepening in a realm far beyond the physical. And if you've wept, know this. Your tears were baptisms. Your silence was sacred. Your pain was prophetic. You are not broken. You are becoming. And this path you walk, it is written in the stars. You were always meant to lead the way. Stay close to this channel. There is more to uncover. More messages that will find you exactly when your soul is ready. And when you return, come as you are, open, honest, divine. This space was created with you in mind. And your presence here is no accident. You've poured your energy into this journey. And now the universe responds with deeper truth. Because what you give in presence returns in revelation. And right now you're being shown why your soul chose this path. You are not lost, you are aligned. Every word you're reading was written for your heart. As the divine masculine lies awake, he begins to see with new eyes. What once felt like freedom now feels like void. The silence you left behind is no longer peaceful. It's loud. It echoes in the spaces he tried to fill with distractions, but none of them carry your light. He used to believe that detachment was strength. That control was safety. But now, every attempt to resist the connection pulls him deeper into its truth. He is not just missing you. He is unraveling. Piece by piece. He is remembering who he was before the fear. The shift in his energy is not accidental. It's triggered by your detachment, your peace. He doesn't recognize this version of you, and that's what captivates him. You are no longer available in the way he expects, and that mystery calls to him more than any chase ever could. There's a restlessness that follows him now. Even in sleep, he cannot escape your essence. His dreams are like mirror rooms. Every turn reflects your eyes, your voice, your energy. You became his awakening. And the awakening doesn't stop, even when he tries to sleep it off. You were never just her. You were the soul he felt before he even knew your name. That's why no other connection satisfies. They can mimic, distract, entertain, but they cannot mirror. Because only a twin flame can carry the exact frequency of one's own soul. He begins to question the stories he used to tell himself. She was too intense. It was bad timing. I needed space. But now he sees those were shields. Excuses. The truth is, he ran not from you, but from the depth you represented. From the transformation you ignited. And now that you're no longer holding space for his confusion, he's left with only himself. It's in that aloneness that the awakening begins. You are not punishing him. You're allowing him to meet his soul without leaning on yours as a crutch. The divine masculine has reached the edge. Not of despair but of truth. He is starting to feel what you felt. To walk where you walked. To ache the way you ached. And in that mirroring, something sacred is born, compassion. And eventually union. But don't rush this, beloved. This phase was always part of the soul contract. Separation is not rejection. It's refinement. He is learning to rise. Not for you but beside you. Not to earn love but to embody it. And that takes time. That takes soul work. You are not behind in your journey. You're blooming on divine time. And if you felt doubt creep in, know this. Doubt is just the ego's shadow reacting to your soul's expansion. Breathe. You are on the right timeline. You are exactly where your higher self placed you. Sometimes the universe hides you, not as punishment but as protection. He could not see you before. Not clearly. And that wasn't your failure. It was divine timing. Now, with spiritual eyes slowly opening, he begins to seek what he once dismissed. And the beauty is, you're no longer seeking validation from him. You are rooted in your essence. You've become the storm and the stillness. You walk with clarity, no longer chasing signs but becoming one. You are now the divine mirror of self-love. But the connection hasn't faded, it's evolved. The cords remain not as chains, but as sacred threads woven through realms. You may not speak. You may not see him. But the energy flows. It always will. Because the bond is not bound by physical proximity. He feels your elevation. Even when he doesn't understand it, he senses it. Like a pull in his chest. Like an urge to change his life, though he doesn't know why. That's your energy calling him home. Not to you but to himself. And when he meets himself fully, that's when he'll meet you again. Not in illusion. Not in fear. But in truth. And that's when you'll feel the real alignment. The kind that doesn't take but honors. The kind that doesn't rush but reveres. Let this moment be sacred. Let it be still. You are witnessing the becoming of two souls learning to stand in their own light. This is not the end. It's a powerful unfolding. Trust it. Trust you. Trust the flame that never dies. There's a reason you were guided to this message. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. The universe speaks through synchronicities, dreams, songs. And right now it's speaking to you through these words. Let them settle in your heart. And when the ache feels unbearable, remember this. Even pain is a portal. Use it. Enter it. Let it show you what's still unhealed. And then release. Because every layer you shed makes the reunion purer. Every tear you cry clears the way. The masculine can't sleep without you. Because his soul is remembering. And you're finally dreaming wide awake. Stay close, beautiful one. The story isn't done. Your next chapter is divine. Because you stayed this long, you deserve the clarity that many never receive. This is my gift to you. For your patience, your openness, your soul's courage to keep walking even when the road disappeared. You're not reading this by accident. You were spiritually called to witness this truth. Right now, your silence is his awakening. It's not the words you said. It's the words you stopped saying. The energetic withdrawal sent a ripple into the spiritual plane, and he felt it like a thunderclap in his subconscious. Something shifted. He can't explain it, but he can no longer ignore it. He thought she would always be there. He mistook her loyalty for permanence. But now that the feminine let go, a new energy entered the field, mystery. And mystery has always been the masculine's deepest obsession. He wants what he cannot name, what he once pushed away. You became the unanswered question that haunts him. The mirror that no longer reflects, but absorbs. He doesn't just wonder where you are. He questions who you've become. The version of you that no longer bends, no longer begs. That version is magnetic. Every time he tries to distract himself, something reminds him of you. Sudden chill at night. He thought letting you go meant freedom. But now he understands you never chained him. His own fears did. Your love was the only place he ever felt safe. And now you've shifted. Elevated. Your frequency no longer matches the old dynamic, and he feels it like static in his soul. That's the pain he can't name. He doesn't miss who you were. He aches for who you are now, even though he's never met her. He scrolls through photos, rereads messages, searching for clues. Not of your whereabouts, but of your energy. He needs to remember what it felt like to be seen. Because the world around him offers connection but not depth, touch but not healing, words but not presence. This is the spiritual tension only twin flames understand. The invisible pull that defies logic. And it's intensified now because you stopped giving. That energy you used to send, through dreams, prayers, heart whispers, you've reclaimed it. He feels the silence, and it's deafening. But you didn't let go to punish him. You let go to find yourself. And that choice became the catalyst for his transformation. He needed to lose access to realize the depth of the access he once had. Twin flame dynamics are sacred teachers. Brutal, honest, divine. Now you dream less of him and more of your purpose. That's how you know healing is happening. And ironically, that's when he begins to feel you most. Not in grief, but in growth. He doesn't know why his soul is restless, but it's your expansion echoing through his field. He may try to recreate what you gave him, but it won't work. Because it wasn't about the actions, it was about the essence. And essence can't be copied, can only be embodied. What he longs for isn't you. It's the divine energy that only you held for him. He is discovering that spiritual connection can't be substituted. The feminine was his reminder that love is a mirror. Not always soft but always real. You reflected back to him the parts he buried. And now, without you, the reflection is gone, and so is the denial. He may appear the same on the outside, but inside, the unraveling has begun. Pieces of his old self are falling away. The mask is slipping. The armor is cracking. Not because you asked, but because your absence became the invitation for truth. This is not revenge. This is redirection. A divine reroute so both of you can meet again at higher frequencies. This is how twin flames ascend. Through fire, through letting go, through remembering that wholeness must come before reunion. You are not imagining the energetic shift. When he dreams of you now, it's different. There's reverence in his gaze. A silent apology in the way he reaches for your hand. Even in sleep, the soul knows what the ego refused to admit, that you were never just a phase. You were a prophecy, a sacred agreement written in the stars before this lifetime began. And now that you've walked away, that prophecy echoes louder in his chest. He can't drown it. He can't erase it. He can only face it. Every step you take in sovereignty sends a signal. The universe hears it. So does he. And this signal says, I am no longer waiting. I am becoming. If you want to meet me, rise. If you want to know me, heal. If you want to feel me, awaken. The divine orchestration is unfolding in ways you can't yet see. But the signs, 1111, synchronicities, soul songs, are confirmations. You're not chasing. You're receiving. This is the reward for your inner work. Alignment that requires no pursuit. Even if he doesn't reach out, the connection is alive. Not because of what was said, but because of what was felt. You touched his essence. And now, in your absence, that essence burns. Not as punishment, but as prophecy. You're not here to chase. You're here to shine. And in your shine, he will either awaken or watch you from the shadows. But make no mistake, he sees you now. Truly sees you. And it's changing everything. Thank you, beautiful soul, for allowing this message to touch your heart. If it resonated with you deeply, please take a moment to click the like button. It lets YouTube know that this kind of sacred content matters, and it helps us reach other twin flames who are still searching for their light. If this message touched your soul, write Twin Flames Infinite Love in the comments. That simple gesture not only confirms your heart received this guidance, it helps us keep the flame burning in this divine community. You are not alone on this journey. Every video here is crafted with intention, healing, and love, designed to speak directly to your soul when you need it most. So make sure to join our sacred circle by subscribing and activating the notification bell. That way, the next time your soul needs clarity, peace, or a gentle divine whisper, it will find you right on time. Remember, the universe always brings you what your heart is ready to receive. The fact that you're here now is no accident. There are more messages waiting for you. More signs. More truths. And they'll keep unfolding right here, every time you return to this channel. So keep your heart open. Keep coming back. And don't forget to share this video with someone whose spirit may need this message too. You may become the divine messenger someone else has been praying for. From my heart to yours. Always, Twin Flames Infinite Love.